So the joke of this episode's title is that it's the Crastinastor '(S) podcast, like singular procrastinator, because it's just me and I'm the only one. I am the procrastinator. Hey everyone, it's Ben Saint. It's your boy coming at you with, I guess, what you could call a Bencast. Although it's a little different because the Procrastinators podcast, as we knew it, is over. The regular weekly podcast has ended. I didn't come into this episode with a plan. I'm just going to speak off the cuff, but I wanted to update everyone. I wanted to let everyone know what's going on, and also to both tell you and also demonstrate with this upload that, you know, the podcast, the Procrastinators podcast per se, the weekly podcast, is over, because I'm not going to do a Bencast every week. I just don't have enough. I can't generate enough material for that. It would be, even I'm not shameless enough to do that. But nevertheless, I'm not going to abandon the channel. I'm gonna continue to upload when it feels appropriate. So, I don't know. Let me open my topics list. First things first, I guess. Yes, Gib decided she wanted to leave the show, and I won't opine on that. I won't speak for her. You can read her statement on Twitter if you want. But, you know, that's fine. I didn't want to do that. I was content to keep it going. But if that's what she wants to do, you know, obviously I respect that decision. And, you know, we've spoken since then. We've hung out. It's fine. There's no bad blood or anything like that. She just didn't want to continue the show, and that's you know, it's whatever you want, whatever people want to do. It's whatever people want to do. You know, so I guess there's nothing really else to say about it. Yeah, it's just me. It's just me, and what am I doing here? Okay, well, I would say, if you do want to hear Gib regularly, I guess I would suggest, you know, her Patreon does have the Money Spenders podcast, which is the monthly, I think, or is it? It's not weekly. I want to say it's monthly. Money Spenders podcast for patrons, in which she talks about her life and what's going on with her. So, you know, if you need your regular Gib fix, I guess I would encourage you to go look there for that. My Patreon also has a semi-regular Q&A. I don't do them every month, but I do them sometimes. So something like that for me as well, but less. You know, I'm also on Twitch at Saint Comics. Gib is also on Twitch at Gib and Take. I don't think it's Gib and Take. No, I think it is Gib and Take, not Hypocrite. I'm not going to look it up, but you can find it. I'm sure we've talked about this before. Anyway, I just wanted to direct your attention there if you're interested. But about this channel and this show, let me see what else. Oh yes, couple of things. Well, first, personal announcement. I did want to say, while I'm here talking about this, that the long-awaited Slime and Punishment Kickstarter that I've been talking about doing for got to be years now, it's happening. It is either it might be launched right now by the time you're listening to this. As I record this, it is not quite launched, but it is in pre-launch, which means that the link to the campaign works, and you can go and see like a coming soon page, and you can click the little link that says, you know, sign up to be notified when this goes live on Kickstarter. So that's happening either right now or very soon. I'll put a link in the description. Obviously, it would mean a lot to me if people bought my book, and I have taken pains, extensive pains, to get the prices down as low as possible. I have I have squeezed I've pulled every lever and turned every dial as much as I can to get the price low, because I just want to move a lot of copies. So if you pick up a copy, I'll be grateful for you, because I spent so much time. I was working on Slime and Punishment for years. The whole thing, the comic and the game, and just all of that. Got a lot of great RFCK merch to go with that as well, at reasonable prices. Anyway, I just want everyone to know that is happening. I'm very excited about it. I really hope that it does well. I have set the goal as low as I can feasibly manage it, but I would like to. If I sell over 100 books, I'll be happy. If I sell 200 books, I'll be very happy. I'll be ecstatic. Yes, couldn't ask for more than this. So every little bit counts. All right, thank you for listening to my pitch. Appreciate it. Slime and Punishment, Kickstarter, go. Anyway, on the subject of comics, in the last couple months of the PCP, me and Gib were talking about the Perfect Comic Party, as the anthology we were going to do, and we were going to open to fan submissions. I want to continue. I want to go ahead with that, and so that's the plan. I've been doing a lot of stuff at the same time. I've been very busy juggling balls since the end of the PCP proper, the podcast. Anyway, one of those balls was the Slime Punishment Kickstarter. The another one was the Perfect Comic Party. I have some contributors lined up who are set to contribute to the first issue of that, and that should be coming out soon, I hope. I am kind of waiting on content from a couple people. It's going to be, a handful of comic artists are going to be featured in the first issue. I'm sure I will announce it here on the channel when the first issue goes up. It's going to be, the websites. My website, saintcomics.com, is back up. I got that sorted out. And along with that, the PCP website, the Perfect Comic Party, I think it's perfectcomicparty.com, and is it procrastinatorspodcast.com? Or is it the procrastinatorspodcast.com is up. It has it has the full archive of all the episodes. That's going to stay up. So if you want any past episodes in MP3 form, you can get them from the website. Along with, I have big downloadable zip folders with collections, all PCP episodes from all PCP episodes from such and such year, all PCP episodes from, wait a minute, I'm looking at the link. I think I might be missing all PCP interviews, all podcasts, all panel casts. Oh, where's the actual episodes collection? Did I not upload? Okay, whatever. But the individual episodes are up individually, all 357 of them. They're up on the website as an archive. That's the most complete archive that exists. Check it out if you want that. Want to listen to it on your iPod Nano or whatever. The websites are back up, and the Perfect Comic Party will be going up on a dedicated section of the procrastinatorspodcast.com website. Yeah, the first issue in the coming weeks, very soon. Not exactly sure when. I'm waiting on the content to put it through, but it's most of it is ready to go, and I just kind of have to put it together, and I'll be publishing it. And I hope everyone reads it, and I've got some cool artists in there that I know, and that some of them you might have heard of before. And I was thinking maybe a thing to do going forward in the channel would be podcasts could be interviews with contributors, people that submit comics that we feature in the Perfect Comic Party. Maybe I could interview them and upload that on here. And maybe people would be interested to hear some of that. And let me know what you think in the comments. Might depend on who ends up getting featured. As I don't want to release the list right now. You'll see who's there when the issue comes out. Again, that will be soon. Yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan going forward. And I feel like I'm already out of things to say. Like that's the update. That's what's going on with the channel. That's what's going on with the show. Uh-oh. Is that all I got? Hang on. I'm gonna take a break and I'll edit out a long silence probably. I guess I'll just talk about what I've been up to personally, aside from, scrambling to sort out what the future of this channel looks like. For my personal stuff, I've been on twitch.tv/Saint Comics. I've continued to play through all of the Battle Network Mega Man games. I will eventually be making a lecture on all of those once I've played through them all. They are, I think I'm more than halfway through. I'm about halfway through the series. I've played through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Network Transmission, and I didn't get all the way through Battle Chip Challenge, even though I liked it. I genuinely liked Battle Chip Challenge, but I was like, I get it, and I don't think anything important is going to happen, so I gave up. Just because it was a big time investment, and I didn't feel like I could justify spending another 18 hours grinding my way through that game. Very, very weird game, but I found it fun. It's, you don't know, there's no like actual battles in it. It's literally like you set up like a deck of chips, and then the game sort of like randomly chooses which chips from your deck to use in order, kind of, in a sort of flow chart. And you have no control over the battle at all, except that you have these 2 chips in reserve that you can sort of choose when to deploy randomly, and they have a chance of success based on a gauge that fills. So you have a little bit of outside influence over the battle, but it's like mostly random. Very weird, but not. A lot of people don't like it. I found it pretty fun. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've also been, and I should probably talk about this more on my podcast, my Patreon Q&A, but I mean, I'll mention it here. I have been working my way through some stuff, through some reading material and viewing material, thinking about, I'm not going to say what I've been talking about a little bit in my Discord. I'm not going to say exactly what I've been doing, but I've been reading through a couple of different things, thinking about what my next lecture is going to be, because the Mega Man Battle, it's been like 6 months since the last one, and that's longer than I meant it to be. That's unfortunate, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I actually got to do another one like really soon. Otherwise people are going to think I'm just a fucking joker, just a one and done. Gotta show the people that patroned over the Mega Man lecture that, like, no, I'm not. I'm still on YouTube. So anyway, I'm not going to say what they are, but I've been reading through a couple of things that people have suggested, and I think I've settled on what the next one's going to be. I don't know. I haven't actually started like making it. I've just been reading the material, and I think I know what it's going to be. And I'm not going to say what it is. You can join my Discord if you want to hear about that. Control F in the comments there. But anyway, I'm working on another one of those, and the Perfect Comic Party. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, the Perfect Comic Party is gonna be kind of a side thing that I work on. My goal after the Slime and Punishment Kickstarter launches is basically that I'll be devoting most of my time to making lectures, making YouTube videos for my channel. That's going to be my main thing going forward. So Perfect Comic Party, and also Beastcapades. I forgot to mention that Beastcapades, yes, when the Perfect Comic Party comes out, which will be soon, as I said, yes, one of the featured comics in there will be the next section of the Act 2 of Beastcapades. That will be in there. Beastcapades is up on my website, and I fixed the broken links that people were telling me about. There were a couple of pages that didn't link up properly on Beastcapades. So you can now read Beastcapades on my website if you want to be caught up on that for when the next section of it drops in the Perfect Comic Party episode 1. Glad I remembered to say that. Also, you can read Slime and Punishment if you want to read through that comic before the Kickstarter, or when the Kickstarter's live, or whenever. You can read through that also on my website if you want to know what the book is. Yeah, so I I let my website kind of not be online for a while because it didn't really matter because I wasn't doing anything with it, and because it's not like it gets tons of traffic anyway, but I was like, I need to have it up by the time I announce the Slime and Punishment Kickstarter, because people are going to want to read through the comic, and also Perfect Comic Party, because people are going to want to be able to refresh themselves on Beastcapades if they want to read the new chapter in the Perfect Comic Party. And now you can. Yes. It's all according to plan. So yeah, I've just been working. I've been working really hard on all that. I don't really have a lot of like stuff I've been doing that I had to talk about, because I haven't really been doing anything other than trying to work on all this stuff. I've been crunching a lot, but I'm excited for all of that. I guess I do have an anecdote. I got grill pilled the other day. I finally did something I've been saying I was going to do for a long time. I had a grill party, had a barbecue in my backyard. Had Munchie over, had my friend, who some of you might know as Dwoob on the internet, over, and also Gib was over, and there were other people there too, a couple of our other friends, but those are the podcast related people you might know, maybe, I think. Anyway, Gib is here. Gib is visiting America. Gib is on holiday, so I think that might be why she's not really posting that much recently, but maybe she will be posting more when she's done with holiday. But she's here and she's visiting, and that's how I know that we're still friends, because we've talked while she's here. That's why I know it's okay. There's no hard feelings about the whole end of the podcast. It's fine. It's all fine. Don't worry about that. I think some people might be under the impression that like it was a falling out and a kerfuffle and a fight, and it was not. Was I super stoked about it? No, but it's okay. Everyone's just got to do what they got to do. So, yeah, I got grill pilled. I had to go to Home Depot. Imagine me, Ben Saint, in a Home Depot, buying a big old grill to put over my fire pit, and then we just threw meat on there. We just threw meat on there and got smoke in our clothes, and it smelled great. And I just want to grill from now on. It's changed everything. I no longer believe in trans rights. I only want to grill. Sorry. No, I'm an ally. But my strongest ally is the charcoal briquettes and the flavor that they bring to my life going forward. I have continued to perfect a new candy recipe. I had gummies pretty much figured out. Low sugar gummies, even more figured out. That's all sorted. No problem with any of that. The new thing, I've been working on a chewy, like, Starburst sort of concoction, which is basically taffy, but not exactly. Actually, the difference is that it has gelatin in it. And I know that when I would try to make it without gelatin, I would try to make what was essentially taffy, and it would either come out too soft and, like, floppy, like you would hold it in your hand and it would sort of run a little bit, like it would deform, or it would be too hard and it would be like a now and later, and it would rip your teeth out. You couldn't really chew it. So yeah, it was the addition. I tried adding some hydrated gelatin sheets, and it turns out it just needs a very small amount of hydrated gelatin. Pretty much got me where I wanted to be. So the last batch I made was a big success, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much a Starburst. So I now have now created chews, and I think I probably will. I think it would be funny. I've said this before. I would like to maybe do another Kickstarter at some point in the future that's not super ambitious. There's not tons of like weird stuff with it. It's just like a goal, $1, and then the rewards are just like candy. Just like buy bags of my various candies through Kickstarter, and maybe I'll have some fun shapes or something, and I think that would be pretty funny. But that's, not doing that yet. Just saying I would like to do that at some point. Or sell this shit in some other way, because I mean I've put all this work into concocting these formulas, and I'm like, yeah, I've got recipes now. Wouldn't it be funny? It would just be funny to sell them. And I would get rich, and I would make $1 million. In my opinion. Well, I mean, shit. I guess that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, dudes. It's only 20 minutes in, and most that's probably going to be silenced and cut out. But I mean, I've told you everything you need to know. So, this is how a Bencast goes. This is why I can't. This is why I'm not going to. I can't do PCP that continues Bencast every week, because every episode would be 15 minutes long. But while I'm here, I will just because why not? Well, let's check out the voicemails. Let's see what kind of voicemails we've got to respond to. The first one is called "How to Pronounce Jesse." Let's see what this fine individual has to say. 3, 2, 1, go. That's not a pronunciation at all. The next one is an Imgur album called... Wait, did I download that one? No, I gotta download that. The next one is an Imgur album called... Come on, download. The fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you, stupid? Stupid. Vokaru, no! No! Eat shit. Okay, thank you. Next one is an Imgur album. Let's look at it. Just a character from a card game no one plays. I wanted Gib to see. Never mind the source. Just look at the design of Bandit Queen. I mean, it's not... If you're saying that it's very Clarissa, if you're saying it's Clarissa-esque... No, you're saying it's Bandit Queen. I still haven't read the last chapter. I still didn't catch up. I'm such an idiot. I still have not read the last chapter of Clarissa. It just got lost in the shuffle. Maybe there's a Bandit Queen in that chapter that I haven't read about. Anyway. I mean... Cool. Hang on. I gotta figure out which folder I'm saving this to. Okay. Sorted. Next one is... Imgur. It's from Aldai. It's another Imgur link. Let's check it out. We got the No Crastinators podcast with Ben Ain't and Gibbon Fake. There's no podcast, there's no video games, and there's no zine, but there's no such thing as the Crastinators. You see, Crastinators do not exist, so please do not support us. We thank you. The PCP guy thanks you. Skulls. I like this. I should post this somewhere. This is very funny. Thank you very much. The next one is called Pain from Prince Isolation. 3, 2, 1, go.
So last episode you talked about dentistry, and you joked that in becoming a dentist, you would first have to get your own teeth drilled and filled before you would be able to become a dentist yourself, so that you would know the pain that you would be putting other people through. And I thought it was interesting that, like, in getting tattoos recently, I realized through talking to tattoo artists that apparently that is actually sort of a thing in that business. So, like, tattoo artists, at least in one place that I go to, they have to first, as an apprentice, tattoo themselves multiple times, and only then can they first tattoo their friends a few times for trials, and then only then can they tattoo customers, just so that they know, like, exactly what kind of pain they put other people through their own, like, hand movements, which I thought was pretty interesting. Also, speaking of pain, hey Gib, you do realize, right? Like, at least I assume that in the Green Knight, the guy chopped off his opponent's head, not because he knew that he would have to go through that himself. He did that because he assumed that if he killed him, then he wouldn't have to get his head chopped off. Like, that's the point, right? That's the ruse, and then the guy, like, lives miraculously. I thought that was the point of the ruse. But maybe, I mean, I haven't seen the movie. Maybe I'm dumb.
I haven't seen the movie. You haven't seen the movie? I mean, that does make sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, I also haven't seen the movie. I mean, that would explain everything. my sister is a tattoo artist, and I was not aware that there was like some sort of code of like you must tattoo yourself before you tattoo others. But I mean, I don't know any tattoo artists who do not themselves have tattoos, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. Next voicemail is it's a PBS image. What is this? It's more beautiful than words can describe. It says so much with so little. Thank you for that. Next one is called Watch Night is Short, Walk On Girl, and Tatami Time Machine. Is Tatami Time Machine like Tatami Galaxy? Okay, well, I can tell Night is Short, Walk On Girl. I can tell this is by, Yuasa. Masaki Yuasa is the name of the guy. Tatami Time Machine. Nom, 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 nom. Is this like a... My anime list says Yojohan Time Machine Blues, Tatami Time Machine Blues. Did they call it Tatami Time Machine in the West so that people would recognize that it is by that guy? A sequel to Tatami Galaxy. I didn't know this existed. That's neat. Thanks for tipping me off. Maybe I will. I think Tatami Galaxy is the only US I've seen. So, I mean, I should probably watch more of his stuff because I like that show pretty well. Next one, well, it's just an unlabeled YouTube link, which I historically am against clicking on, but since it's a special occasion, it's fucking 3D anime characters dancing. All right, cool. Next one is, it seems to be an image called Welcome to the Gamer Zone. Let's check it out. You've just crossed over into the Gamer Zone. Bug face. Disgusting. I wonder what... I'm not sure what the original image here is from, but it's, nice Widow's Peak. Nice Widow's Peak, bro. Next one is called Another DMCA Incoming. Scary stuff. Still can't believe Gib riffed off an OC from Unknown Spy, Mage's favorite artist. Oh, it's like a blood man. Or girl or something. It's Red Man. Ooh, it's cool. Spiky blood. That's very cool, actually. And yeah, much better than Red Man. Red Man sucks, actually. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. And yeah, quite Redman-esque in its own, in a way. Yep. There's truly nothing new under the sun, and for that reason, Gib needs to go to jail. Next one is called... Oh, we got another from Vinny. VVV, no gore this time. It's about Ben, though. Cringe at his expense. I think Vinny's asked me if I'm going to read voicemails on this episode, and the answer was yes. So, oh, God, there's a lot of text here. Okay. Creek, hoo, streamin', drawing. Okay, this is unrealistic because, first of all, I would never be drawing. Second of all, I would never be smiling while I'm streaming. That's just unrealistic. Hey, Ben. It's I, your roommate, Sam. Okay, I did mention in my Discord that this is embarrassing. I mentioned that one of my roommates knew what the Procrastinators podcast was, which I was shocked. I was shocked to learn. I did not. Oh boy, I almost feel bad. Like, what if he listens to this and he sees this? What if he sees this? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I started getting into your content. I'm going to support you on patreon.com/ he doesn't sound like this. Patreon.com/Ben Sate. I'm going to join the Benscapade. I'm going to join Minecraft, the Beastcapade. I'm going to join Minecraft. I'm going to like and subscribe to the BZP and join the Endless War and be your clout machine, a personal advertiser so you don't have to work. Please, I know. I'll be your next best friend and we'll have so much fun together. Click, 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 click. Wouldn't want to hurt yourself with that, would you, Beastie? I'll just hold on to this for you. Love you, Ben. Yeah, this is exactly what it's like. Ben Saint's roommate, if they were a real fan. If they were a real fan. That's good. Next one is Ben's family Easter dinner conversation, how I imagine it, at least. Okay, I gotta download this. All right, a Ben Saint family Easter. Okay, so I see there's me. There's my huge buff Chad bro, Nate Bestman, of course. There's some kind of roast rabbit. There's, I guess that would be my dad and my mom and sister, and I guess that'd be Michelle over there. Dad, so how's the YouTube been treating you boys? Oh, I love those videos you do together in your room about the one show. We've been independent creators, Mom. It's been 3 years since we've been in a single video together. Yeah, Nate hasn't even so much as watched my videos. Nate, watch Ben's videos. He works very hard on them. He makes weekly videos. I'm not keeping up with that. Nate takes 6 months or longer on 10-minute videos. First of all, I do not make weekly videos. Lamau. Nate takes 6 months or longer on 10-minute videos. I forget to even check for them. Ben, don't antagonize your little brother's video making. Hey, Ben, what do you make weekly videos about anyway? If you mind me asking. Myself. Oh, the PCP. Oh, the PCP was weekly. Yeah, that's true. What I did that week, usually. How's that slime and punishment coming along? It's coming along quite nicely. Slime, huh? You still into that Nickelodeon gack? I thought you'd have grown out of it by now. It's just an aesthetic, Dad. An aesthetic of looking like a plumber covered in filth. No, Dad, it's just cool to look slippery and like a ghost. Yeah. So are the people who look at you being covered in slime the punished? Or what? No, it's slime and punishment because it's wordplay on crime and punishment, following a caricature of my friend and I going to a slime-covered city and learning a lesson in friendship. Friendship covered in slime. Phantom Horn, this is Michelle, I guess. I can't do her voice. Phantom Horn and Strawberry Milk's friendship becomes stronger than ever. Right, that's exactly what she sounds like. Yeah, but better friends. A heart-touching story. Heart-touching stories about friendship, huh? Why does that sound familiar? Phantom Horn is Ben's self-insert pony character. I'll go get the wine to take the edge off. You know, son, I found your pony stories the internet way back when I took my time to read them. I never wrote pony stories. I wanted to know what was coming out of your mind when you quit being a teacher. Yeah, here we go with this again. The mind I had molded to be the best it could be was producing some really high-quality artistic concepts within the most abstract of places. But my dad would never say this. What took me by surprise was the detailed diatribe you'd go about in this world of ponies. Its nuanced political atmosphere, with its ruler in charge, but also a god finding a delicate balance. A balance I hadn't considered, a leader's mind. It was fascinating to see you could think like that. Where are you going with this? I'm going into the bulk of the pony fanfiction you've conjured. The stuff with Christian Weston Chandler was one thing. Acknowledging and scrutinizing the place and thoughts of the world, but that's not what disturbs me with your pony works. You see, I've read hundreds of pages of Star Trek fanfiction back in my day, and I've imagined some crazy stuff. But what I've seen you write has blown that out of the water. I have to ask why it took me 40,000 words to realize you, my son, had fantasized about this ruler, Princess Celestia's fat, sweaty, bare, wobbly ass. I had basically read a novel hyping myself to smut about a horse, and I can't even say I hated it. Happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter. Yep. True. Thanks, Vinny. That's much appreciated. And it is how it be sometimes. Next one is called Why the Hate? Anyway, why the hate? 3, 2, 1, go.
Is it just me? Or is the PCP just like, can you guys stop like hating on Digi and Jesse and like Devu and Ben and no, not Ben and Munchie? I've been listening to the podcast and I don't know if there was some kind of drama or something. Y'all have just been talking about these people who haven't been on the podcast in like a year. Are you like obsessed with them? because they won't go on the podcast or something.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey, no problem. You'll never hear about any of them ever again. Lamau. You know, I want to say, I said, I did make a post on Twitter. I made a post on Twitter about how, you know, people were complaining about me. People were mad at me. And I realized that, like, you know, I had some fun. I had some fun shit talking some people that I don't like. But I appreciate that, like, to the casual viewer, I don't think they want to hear me talk about how much I hate so and so, or what an idiot so and so is. I don't think is fun for. I think some people like hearing shit talking, especially people that agree with my opinions about these individuals. And of course, I'm talking about Jesse and Digi, obviously, Trixie. Obviously, some people appreciate it, but I think a lot of people don't. A lot of people find it off-putting, annoying, and it was like, Ben, why are you still talking? These people haven't even been on the podcast in years. So, you know, to those people that were annoyed by me doing all that shit talking, I gotta say, I understand why you'd be annoyed by it, and I'm sorry to have annoyed you about it, and I do think I probably went a little overboard, and, you know, and I want to be clear that I'm not saying that anything that I said was wrong. I'm not taking any of it back. But I am saying, you know, I get why it could annoy some people, and I apologize if I annoyed anyone with it. I'm trying to, it's too late. I mean, it's too late now, kind of, but, you know, just know that I get it. I'm sorry if that annoys you. That's all. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Next one is from, it's called Sane Humor 321. Wait, did I download that one? I gotta download it. Sane Humor 321 go.
I've got a joke. Okay. What did the skeleton say to the deboned chicken? Finally, someone I can get inside.
First of all, why would you say that? That's not a thing people say. Was he a chicken skeleton? If he wasn't a chicken skeleton, if he was like, I was picturing like a human skeleton, it would be like he still couldn't get inside of a chicken even if it was deboned. I don't know. That one just, there's a lot of problems that need addressing with that joke, I gotta say. Okay, next one is called Stop the Nichijou Slander. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I know it was kind of done in a half-joking manner, but I will not stand by Gibbs' slanderous comments on Nichijou on the last episode, okay? It's a great comedy anime. It's not just random wacky bullshit. It has a real emotional core, you know, relatable situations that then escalate into, like, wacky presentation. You know, like, kind of the visuals, the situations are wacky,
like we got the
but
same
they stem from a reality within the show.
Before.
And, you know, like, oh yeah, she suplexes a goat, whatever, that's very funny. No, she wants to protect her lewd fan art that goat stole from her, and then she has to suplex it. It's relatable stuff, obviously, you know? 10 out of 10 anime, so stop slandering it.
Okay. Okay, I will. Okay, noted. I will do that. Thank you very much for your input, friend. Next one is called learnjapanese.jpg. So I mean, let's look at it. I think this is Nate. Speak Japanese. I love manga, Japanese comics, and I tried to learn Japanese, but I found it incredibly difficult, and I gave up after 2 years. I think Nate is learning Japanese. I think he's made progress on it. He was showing me, like, it wasn't Duolingo, it was a different thing, but he was showing me, like, exercises that he's been doing. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Next one is it's a YouTube short. I'm sure this is going to be a waste of time to click on, but I'm going to do it. Lucy Lacemaker Dance from Fenna Channel. Yeah, thanks. Next one is called Gib. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I just watched the Radcon 4 OVA, and I was really putting it off. I was really dreading it because it was so horrible. No offense.
Yeah.
But,
no,
I
I
did
got you.
watch it.
I was the same.
And the entire time, I only have one question on my mind, and I'm just wondering why Gibbs' swimsuit was so sexy and shiny, and like,
I couldn't tell you.
where did you even get that?
I can't
thing?
answer that question.
And, I don't mean anything
don't.
by this question. I'm just curious. And secondly, do you still have it? Just wondering. No reason.
I think she borrowed it from someone, or maybe it was that someone lent her one before and that one didn't fit, and then I don't know. I don't know where she got it. I think she said it before, but I can't remember. Sorry, can't help you. Next one is called Hi. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
Thanks. Hell, right back at you, pal. Next one is called Entitled Listen Her. 3, 2, 1, go.
Another week without an episode.
Hey man, I'm right there with you. I too cry every time 2 p.m. on a Friday rolls around. No PCP, no future, no hope. That's we gotta get through this. We gotta band together. We gotta find new meaning in our lives somewhere. Let me know if you got any leads. Next one is called Attention. 3, 2, 1, go.
How does it feel knowing the attention economy will forget you the moment you stop working for it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that. That's not a bad way of explaining why I didn't want to stop the podcast. That's one reason that I am aware of, and why I don't want to abandon. I'm not going to abandon the channel. Going to keep doing uploads when I think they're appropriate. It feels bad, and I want that not to happen, I guess. I mean, at the same time, I get it. Like, you know, I understand it's human nature, and that is when it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, if I stop, on the part to a certain extent, I think that if I just stop posting, people will kind of forget about me. But I mean, also, I'm sure that if I were to, go away, maybe let's say I stop posting for a year or 2 years, and then I come back 2 years later, and I'm like, hey, I did a thing, and I post, like, I don't know, a new big video or a new, like, comic chapter or something, like a big piece of work. I'm sure that, like, the people that used to follow me, that a lot of them would see that and be like, oh, it's Ben Saint, he's posting again, that's interesting. He did a thing. He made a big thing. So there's kind of, on the one hand, yeah, some people will stop paying attention as soon as the posts become irregular or too far apart. Other people will not, and will probably, I'll have successfully made an impression on those people in one way or another, to the extent that in the future they might see a work with my name attached and be like, oh, Ben Saint. Oh, I'll read something Ben Saint made. And that's what I call the real fan. That's who it's really all about. It's all for you. It's all for those guys. Appreciate all of you. That's why it's not all gloom and doom. That's why it's not all gloom and doom. That the PCP proper is, basically over. Anyway, that's it. Well, there's 2 more. Ben's final reminder to play Deltarune Chapter 2, and Ben's final reminder to read One Piece. Not actually, though, because people keep telling me to do both of those things on my Twitch streams, which is fine. And I'm sure I will play Deltarune at some point, and I haven't done it yet. And I am now a couple of chapters behind on One Piece, but I am gonna stay mostly up to date on it. I think. I guess I got to do a little bit of catching up with that. And that's the episode, and it's oh my god, 45 minutes. Shit. What else can I even say? You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. I guess I will leave you with this. Yeah. So to sum it all up, the PCP podcast is over, but Ben Saint will not abandon the channel. I will be going ahead with the Perfect Comic Party, and the first issue will come out soon. And the first issue will include, I should have mentioned this, the first issue will include information on how to submit for anyone who would like to be featured in issue 2. Issue 2, issue 1 I have everyone sorted out. Issue 2 will be the first one that I accept submissions for, and we'll just see what develops there, see what kind of collection we can put together. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. And, keep an eye open for announcements about that and uploads relating to that. And, I will, and of course, check out my Kickstarter, Slime and Punishment. I'm very excited to have that finally going. It's going to be, if nothing else, it will be a big weight off my shoulders so I can finally say that's finally done. The Slime and Punishment project has finally been brought to its apotheosis. Is that how you say it? Apotheosis. I think it's apotheosis. Has finally been brought to its ultimate conclusion. I made the comic, I made the game, and then I put it all in a book, and then I sold the book on Kickstarter. And what more can you do? Nothing. And I'll say, done and dusted. The project is complete. And that'll be very exciting. So check that out. Please. Okay, thank you. And thank you for listening. And thank you for following and subscribing, and thank you for your attention, your interest in this channel and in what I'm doing and in what's going on. And I will check out saintcomics.com, check out the procrastinatorspodcast.com, check Kickstarter, check out Gibbs Patron podcast. Check out both of our Twitches. I think Gib has said she will continue streaming. Maybe after her holiday. We'll see. I'm streaming all the time. A couple times a week. I will be back. I will be back with updates about the Perfect Comic Party, and until then, just thanks for sticking around. Keep an eye out. We'll see what happens in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want any, what do you want to know? What do you want me to talk? If you want to hear more, if you want me to tell you some other stuff, if there's anything else you want me to make an upload about, I mean, I'm down to upload more on the channel. Like I said, the uploads will continue as appropriate. Okay, now I'm just rambling, but thanks again. And I will be logging off, and I will see you in the next upload, whenever it happens, probably soon. Perfect Comic Party. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Thank you. Later. Peace. Good night. Mwah.